Subtraction. This is the concrete stage of the column method having to exchange. Ideally, base 10 equipment is best to use for this method. If you don't have any, you can cut up squared paper to make your own 10s and 1s. Here, the number sentence is 41 minus 26 equals. So because 1 in the number 41 is less than 6 in the number 26, you are going to have to exchange 1 10 for 10 1s. It's really important not to jump straight to the abstract model of this method, which most adults will know very well. Using the equipment helps the children to learn the value of the digits in the columns and remind them that there are 10 1s in 1 10. Look at the calculation symbol. Remember to use its many different names, not just the same one. You could apply this method to money. I had £41 but spent £26 at the supermarket. I have pounds left. To start, you need to draw your 10s and 1s column. Start by making the first number with the 10s and 1s. I'm going to take 4 10s to make the number 40 and 1 1 for the 1 in 41. Double check you have the number you were meant to start with. This is a 2-digit number, but we are going to subtract the 1s first. Start subtracting by trying to remove the 1s from the 1s column. Well, I can't remove 6 from just 1. So I need to exchange, and the correct word is exchange. 1 10 from the 10s column for 10 1s. I like to call this going to the swap shop. I'm going to swap one of my 10s for 10 1s. And my 1s go in my 1s column. I should now have 11 1s. Now is the time to double check that you still have the same number that you started with at the beginning of this problem, which is 41. I've got 3 10s making 30 and 11 1s. 30 add 11 is still 41. Now I can remove 6 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just like before, slide the remaining 1s into my answer row, making 5. I need to remember to subtract the 10s in the second number. This time it's 2. So I'm going to subtract 2 10s. 1, 2. And slide the remaining 10s into my answer row. Altogether, I'm left with 1 10 and 5 1s. The answer is 15. So I'm going to write that to finish off my number sentence. Going back to my story, I had £41 but spent £26 at the supermarket. I have £15 left. Moving on to the pictorial stage of the column method, having to exchange. I've still got 41, subtract 26, but this time you just draw the 10s and 1s. And they should hopefully look like this. We don't waste time drawing little squares and rectangles. One short line that looks like a 10 stick and one dot for 1 is absolutely fine. The story is the same. I had £41 but spent £26 at the supermarket. I have left. Instead of using the base 10 equipment, I simply draw them out in their correct columns and start to subtract the 1s by crossing them out. So I start with 41. 1, 2, 3, 4 10s, making 40, and 1 dot for 41. I can't subtract 6 from 1, so I'm going to cross out one of my 10s. I'm going to put that pen away because I like to use my magic pen. I cross it out, and I'm going to put a circle around it and draw a line into my 1s column. Now I'm going to use my magic pen to draw the 10 1s that I have exchanged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like last time, I need to make sure that I've still got 41 altogether, 3 10s and 11 1s, making 41. Now I can take my other pen back and subtract 6 from my 11 1s by crossing them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to draw the remaining number of 1s in my answer row, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't finished because I need to subtract 2 tens from my tens column. I'm going to cross out 2 tens and I'm left with 1 10, which I'm going to draw in my tens column. And just like before, my answer is 1 10 and 5 ones, making 15. And I can fill in my story as well. The abstract stage of this method will be the one that we are most familiar with, but children will struggle to understand the value of the digits in their problem solving if they skip the concrete and pictorial stages. The most important thing to remember with this method is to make sure your numbers are in the correct column at all times. This is another reason for starting off with the tens and ones equipment. They clearly look different, so deserve their own column. To help me, I'm going to write the letter T, which stands for tens, and O, which stand for ones. I'm going to write the numbers in my number sentence into the correct column, 41, subtract 26, and I'm going to draw my giant equal sign, which reminds me of the equal sign in my number sentence. As always, start by subtracting the ones, and try to use the words tens and ones. I can't subtract 6 from 1, so I need to exchange 1 of the tens for 10 ones. I do this by taking my magic pen, crossing out 4 tens, and knowing that I've actually exchanged that 1 10 for 10 ones, and put it in the ones column. I've now actually got 11 ones, which means that I've now got 3 tens. I'm now able to subtract 6 from 11. 11 subtract 6 makes 5. I now need to subtract my tens column. 3 subtract 2 equals 1. And just like before, my answer is 15. If I bring it back to my money problem, all I've done is I've made sure that I've used the pound sign and kept them in the correct column. It's exactly the same.